By now, the thorn is cut so deeply into your head that even seeing where you should step next is almost impossible. Up to this point, all who approach you, other than your mother, either shout at you or spit in your face. As Veronica approaches, she walks differently than the others. As she reaches out her hands and wipes your face with her cloth, suddenly her face of compassion becomes clear. No words are necessary. Both your eyes say it all. For in that moment, your dignity as a man is restored.
How many times have I forgotten that each person is made in your image and likeness and therefore deserves my respect? Do I make others object of my pleasure and ignore their humanity? Veronica courageously stepped forward and dared to treat you differently than everyone else. Could I do the same?
Jesus, help me to see your presence in others. Give me the courage to follow Veronica's example of treating others with love even when no one else does.
Ôi đôi đường Chúa đã đi qua, con đường hồng từ loan máu Ngài. Ôi đời lòng còn loan vết máu. Lạy Chúa, thánh giá nào Ngài đóng đinh xưa, thiên năm nào Ngài uống say xưa, vì đó Ngài dành cho con. Chúa, xin cho con bước đi với Ngài, xin cho con cùng vác với Ngài, học giá trên đường đời con đi. Lạy Chúa, xin cho con đóng đinh với Ngài, xin cho con hướng đến với Ngài, để được sống với Ngài.
The seventh station. Jesus falls for the second time. The soldiers are enraged at you falling this time. They can't understand how Simon's help is not enough. In their anger, they hit you again and again before they remember that you have to be alive to be crucified. The beating stops, but the shouts and taunts become louder and harsher. At this moment, you can stop this. You are the Messiah and have the power to reveal yourself to everyone there. But you know that it would not fulfill all that is written about you. You know that you must be faithful to all of the Father's promises to His people. Remembering your love and your faithfulness, you get up. And now, with your wounds full of dirt, and each step embedding it deeper, you keep going.
How many times have I failed to follow through on my promises? Or worse yet, how often have I lied even to people I cared about? Do I remember your faithfulness even when I fail?
Jesus, help me to believe in your faithfulness and love for me. Give me the grace to follow through on my word to others. Help me to be a person of integrity.
Con đường nào Chúa đã đi qua, con đường nào Ngài đã phán trường, con đường nào hàng châu trên trái, Lạy Chúa, ân ca nào Ngài ban trên vai, đau thương nào phủ kín tâm tư, sự tình đó Ngài dành cho con. Lạy Chúa, xin cho con bước đi với Ngài, xin cho con cùng ra với Ngài, mặc giá trên đường đời con đi. Lạy Chúa, xin cho con đóng đinh với Ngài, xin cho con được chết với Ngài, để được sống với Ngài vinh quang.
The eighth station. Jesus meets the women of Jerusalem. Their wailing sounds like a funeral. They cry and weep as if you are already dead. While air still passes through your lungs and your heart still beats, to them you are dead. They know you are on your way to be crucified, and because of the beating you have endured, you already look like you should not be breathing at all. Yet in this moment, consumed by death, you speak words of life and say, "Daughters of Jerusalem, do not weep for me."
Do I listen to your words in my life? How often have the things I've watched or listened led me away from you? Have I allowed the gospel of life to reign in my heart?
Jesus, help me to listen to your words of life. Show me ways that I can put you first.
Lạy Chúa, nào không con xin, những giọt nào còn loang máu đào, những giọt nào còn vương trên nắng. Lạy Chúa, những nào
The ninth station. Jesus falls for the third time. Again you fall, this time from sheer exhaustion. Only your will presses you forward, while your body refuses. How difficult it must be to be you, fully God and fully man. God knows that this has to be finished, and that it is not yet complete. Man feels the excruciating pain, and every bone in your body wants to stop right here and move no further. Somehow, both join together, and you muster the strength to get up. You vow to not fall again, because now you can see the place they are leading you to. You know the end is close, and you press on.
How many times have I let my flesh win over my spirit? How often have I chosen to sin rather than to follow your way? Was it my sin that became too heavy that you fell this third time?
Jesus, help me to follow your ways. Help me to remember your victory over my sin. Give me the grace to recognize when I sin and the desire to sin no more.
The 10th station. Jesus is stripped of his garments. In some ways, to get to this point is a relief, because you know this is almost over. In other ways, it is terrifying, because you know the worst pain possible for man to endure is still waiting for you. By now, your bloody cuts have dried into your garments. Because of this, they act as a layer of skin for you, since so little of your own remains. As the soldiers strip you bare, it is not the nakedness that is painful, but rather the vicious tearing of your skin. The cuts that had closed now reopen, and once again a river of blood runs all over your body. You are stripped of your dignity as a man, or even animals are given a swifter, less painful death.
How often have I judged others by the way they look or what they are wearing? Do I find my own self-worth and self-identity by the clothes I wear or the way I look?
Jesus, help me to look past the outside of others. Help me not to judge them by how they look or what they wear. Help me to find my self-worth and identity in you.
Lạy Chúa, xin cho con đóng đinh với Ngài, xin cho con được chết với Ngài, để được sống với Ngài vinh hoan.
The 11th station. Jesus is nailed to the cross. Lying down on wood is not foreign to you. The first place you were laid when you came into this world was a wooden manger. There you were laid in love, and now it is out of love that you lay here on this wooden cross. The soldiers pull your right arm out beside you, and then horrific pain flows through your entire body. The nail pierces not only your hand, but also your whole body. The soldier pounds it in, only stopping to wipe your blood off his own face. Again, the nail is driven into your other hand, and the pain jolts your entire body. Pain shoots up your legs as they nail your feet.
In reflection, I'm angered by the soldiers. I can't understand why they are doing this to you. And yet, what is hardest to realize is that not only am I in the crowd watching all of this, but I'm also one of them nailing you to the cross. How many times has my sin become a strike of the nail into your body? How often do I turn away from your mercy?
Jesus, I'm sorry for nailing you to the cross with my own sin. Help me to seek your forgiveness and mercy for the times that I sin.